Are you sure that you did not misunderstand Jimmy Lee? He wants us to give a party for him?
You must have misunderstood, Father. Why on earth would we give him a party?
Well, I'm trying to explain. And I certainly did not misunderstand him. He spelled everything out in minute detail.
Oh, about the party?
Yes, of course, about the party. He wants it to be the biggest social event of the year.
Well, actually, Edward, I think it's a very good idea. We haven't entertained for ages.
I think you're missing the point, Mother. No, it's why he wants the party, and the answer is starting to become very obvious.
Well, not to me, it isn't.
Oh. He wants to use it for his own ends. He is going to either shame us, or even worse, he's going to try and betray us in front of our friends at the party.
Not only our friends, his friends, too.
What are you talking about? He has a guest list?
Oh, he certainly has. He wants us to invite everybody in Port Charles of any importance. Oh, and did I also mention he wants a handwritten invitation?
Are you serious?
Yes, he does. And as well as our friends, he wants to entertain that bunch of roughnecks he works with.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Well, that's what he wants. Oh, and he also demands that we notify the press.
That's preposterous. That would be a new low for the Quartermaine family.
Well, obviously, that doesn't disturb him.
Well, I hope you told him, Edward, that I know exactly how these things are done.
Frankly, I was so appalled by the idea, I said very little.
Oh, well, never mind. I'll call the caterer first, of course, and work out the music and the flowers with him. And then the invitations, well, of course, for a group that large, we'll have to get them out immediately. I'll hire a secretary, and then we can have them handwritten.
Mother, who said anything about a large group?
Your father did, Alan. Your father just said that everybody in Port Charles of any importance was being invited. Isn't that right, Edward?
Yes, sadly, I did.
Well, that'll mean the mayor, of course, and his wife, and I suppose the whole of the city council.
And their wives.
Well, of course, dear. And certainly we must ask that nice Robert Scorpio. He's such a lovely man, and he adds so much to a party.
Robert Scorpio here? As a guest? Lila, you must have taken leave of your senses.
Edward, I'm very fond of Robert Scorpio.
Lila, no. Now, that man trapped me into saying some incriminating things, and I'm certainly not going to extend the hospitality of this house to him.
Will you all please lower your voices? I must get on with my invitation list.
Excuse me, sir.
Edward, what is this business about incriminating things that you've said?
What incriminating things did you say?
It was nothing.
Would you let us be the judge of that? What do you mean?
Yeah, it was something. I mean, what have you told him?
Well, I didn't intend to tell him anything.
Yes, but obviously you did anyway. What was it?
Well, I told him that I went to see Susan Baldwin on the night she was murdered.
You lied, Edward. You lied. You weren't in the den.
Well, everybody lied.
How could you?
Well, the man trapped me into it. Before you jump all over me, I think I explained it quite satisfactorily.
I mean, why did you lie to us?
Well, you forget about that. I told Robert that I went to see Susan to reason with her, to try to persuade her to give up this blackmail scheme.
Scorpio believed that?
Well, why wouldn't he believe it? Good Lord, we all did the same thing.
Yes, but we didn't tell the police commissioner about our every move, did we?
Believe me, I made it sound very reasonable and plausible.
At least you hope you did.
Oh, will you stop this carping? The important thing is that we have to stick together, maintain a united front, and especially against that Robert Scorpio, the man prize.
That's his job, sir.
Well, it's also our job to stand united against him.
We don't have any choice, do we? Come on, we better be going to the hospital.
Yeah, you're right. We better.
Peru has wonderful lilies, I believe.
Are you speaking to us, Mother?
Peruvian lilies. How lovely.
What about them?
Well, for the party, of course, dear. First of all, of course, I must choose the basic color scheme and then coordinate everything else to match, you know, the napkins and the dessert and so on. Peruvian lilies are pink, yellow, and orange, I think, depending on availability. We could carry out that theme not only on the table flowers, but and you know, the caterer may have some wonderful ideas about a flaming dessert.
Monica, I think we should go.
Yes.
Oh, it's such a lovely moment, I think, when we lower the lights and the waiters come in all carrying something on fire. Don't you agree, Monica?
Lila, Lila, at the moment, I think that you're planning a very large farewell party for me.
You know the trouble with vacations, Jessie.
Don't tell me you didn't have a good time, George.
Oh, no, it was marvelous. But I still feel like I'm away.
Oh, I know what you mean. You come back and you feel like you're starting all over again, right?
Exactly.
Did you guys read this story in this morning's paper? I'll tell you, if I was Monica Quartermaine, I would never show my face in this hospital again. The whole town has got to be talking about her.
I doubt that very much, Amy, and I think you better stop talking about her.
Jessie, it's like talking to thin air.
Amy.
She has got to stop this gossiping. She's got to. Dan is on the warpath about it.
Leslie, I have talked to her again and again and again, and it doesn't do any good.
I know. I've talked to her, too. She just refuses to accept the fact that she could possibly be getting into serious trouble here.
Well, I'll have another try and see if I can get through to her.
I doubt it, but do try.
Well, it won't be easy, but I'll try.
Thanks. If you need me, I'm going to be in the cafeteria.
Okay.
Hi.
Well, hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm just fine. Excuse me.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's a simply gorgeous day, isn't it?
Do we have any messages, Amy?
I don't know, but I'll check.
Georgia, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be back, I think.
Monica, there's no point in pretending it didn't happen. I thought the article in the paper this morning was absolutely rotten, and I hope things go well for you. Thank you very much, Jessie.
Here are your messages.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure.
Georgia, could I have a word with you for a moment, please?
Oh, yes, of course.
Down here, I think. I heard you were back from your vacation today. It'd be rather nice to have a little chat to you. It's, of course, about the Baldwin business.
Oh, I was just as shocked as everybody else.
I'm sure. Now, look, as I understand it, you worked at Susan's the week before the murder occurred.
Yes, I did. I was doing special duty and helping Susan to recuperate at home.
Uh-huh. Now, tell me, during that week, did she have any contact with Jimmy Lee Holt?
Let me think. Jimmy Lee.
Maybe phone calls, visits, anything.
Well, I know he didn't visit while I was there.
She phoned him, maybe he phoned her?
No, not that I remember. Oh, the only thing that sticks out in my memory now is the note.
What note?
Well, Susan wrote Jimmy Lee a note, and she asked me to deliver it to him here at the hospital.
And you did deliver it?
Yes, the same day she wrote it.
What was in it?
Well, I didn't read it. In fact, I wouldn't have read it anyway, but I do remember that she sealed the envelope.
Now, when you gave the note to Jimmy Lee, you were there when he read it?
Yes, I believe I was.
How did he react?
Well, he didn't.
No reaction? I mean, he just read it and nothing happened?
That's right. Well, I just assumed that it was nothing important, and, well, I distinctly remember, though, that Jimmy Lee didn't say anything.
I see. Okay, well, thanks very much, Georgia.
You're
Listen,
welcome.
if you remember anything, you tell me about it, won't you?
Of course.
Oh, one more thing. Where can I find Leslie around here?
Well, she was here a moment ago. Oh, I think she said she was going to the cafeteria.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Robert. Or do I need to call you Mr. Commissioner now?
Whatever comes to mind, Amy. Now, how can I help you?
Well, nothing really. It's just I wanted to congratulate you. Looks like you solved Susan's murder.
Would you like a valuable tip, Amy?
Sure.
Don't believe everything you read in the papers.